Tell me about your company and what makes you the person to tell us today about gold.
So I run a Schiff Investment Group out of Hong Kong. This is an investment company that is focused on RWAs. And here in the Middle East, I run Schiff Gold Middle East. We are top market traders in the Middle East. We are among top 5 trading companies, trading gold houses in the Middle East. And we just trade precious metal every single day.
Why blockchain? Why does gold need blockchain?
I do believe that blockchain can modernize the way we trade gold and precious metals as a whole. I believe that it offers us a way to settle payments faster. It also brings much more transparency to the gold ownership, and as well, it's easier to pay with it.
When I think of gold, I think like it's obviously like the safest way to store value. Is that still true?
Yeah, it's gold is an inflation hedge. You know, people in the crypto space believe that Bitcoin is, but I still believe that gold is an asset class that is the best in the market for it.
I would think some of these people are moving it towards Bitcoin. You know, are you thinking
Yes,
of
because
that?
gold is much harder to procure, much harder to transact in, much harder to move between places. But if we manage to tokenize it correctly with the right person, with the right entities, then it is just as good as Bitcoin.
What are some of the challenges with traditional gold investment?
Well, there is a lot of problems with it. It's hard to move. It's hard to buy from the banks. They always charge their premiums and fees. If you're looking to procure, for example, from HSBC, you always need to pay a 0.5% premium on it. The same thing goes when you're buying from some jewelry stores and trade houses. They always charge you a premium on it. So if someone was to tokenize it well and sell at market spot prices, doesn't matter the size, the volume of the gold trade, then that would be great.
How easy is it to do it today?
Well, it's hard to navigate regulatory compliance around it, so that's why nobody has done it properly. There is, of course, Tether Gold and Pax Gold, but they are just relying on the banks at the back end, so they still have the premiums that should be avoided.
Which markets are ideal for this?
The ideal market is here in UAE. It has the best framework for it. It is also a gold trading hub of the world. Now it is 1/4 of the global trade, physical gold trade that moves through here, through Dubai.
Just here, or is any other?
No, we are here, Hong Kong, Zurich, London, Ghana, and also India.
Who have you seen taking interest in this? Any specific group of people?
It's mainly family offices, some investment funds that focus on precious metals. Anyone that is looking to hedge against inflation is interested in such things.
What do you think of tokenizing gold?
Well, that would be the way going forward. This gives ability for normal people to buy gold, very accessible, easy to transact, easy to trade. So that is the next move that needs to be taken.
How would we go about it? How would we go about it?
Needs to be a proper person, proper entity, navigating the regulatory compliance well. And that's pretty much it. And needs to be someone with long experience in the gold trading industry, not just finance and banking, because this doesn't cut it.
Do you think the countries are going to adapt and start changing regulations so they can benefit from it?
Definitely. Like countries are looking at blockchain, how to use it, how to benefit from it the most, but they are too slow. Like UAE government is doing a magnificent role in being always the first one to do stuff, and they are creating an environment here that is really entrepreneur driven. So I believe that this is the place to do it first, and then make it a sandbox for other countries to learn from.
Is gold one of a kind, or is there anything that comes close to it in terms of being an
I do
asset?
believe that as of now, gold is one of a kind commodity because it's been used for generations. All of the central banks hold it. Gold is the backing of currencies, or it used to. Now, it would be great if it became also the standard for crypto.
How would you see that happening?
Well, once it's tokenized and it's fully transparent, fully audited, then we can begin to work on it. We can begin to create gold-based currencies. and settlement systems, which is what US dollar was before, because it used to be backed by gold. Now it's not. So we have the golden opportunity to do it again, to create a gold-based currency and to start basing the value on it again. Because in order to even mine Bitcoin, you still need gold, because all of the computers are manufactured with gold parts.
What other problems do you see it solving, if any?
I see it solving a problem of just moving money and transacting internationally, avoiding the FX fees, because gold is unilaterally accepted everywhere around the world, for the banks especially. Uh, so then if you try and make gold money again, then you are able to transact with no fees internationally. You just need to do it the right way.
I think gold is one of those things that everyone agrees that there's value in it. I think very few people have attempted to, like when I think of the common person, have attempted to actually like look into it. Mostly like in crypto, this overlap is not so talked about. It would be interesting to see that playing out. Do you see that happening anytime soon? Like actual interest, like strong interest from the industry?
Yes, I do. As long as you make it accessible to everyone and you become transparent for people to see that there is actually the backing that people are referring to, and also you need to offer people redemption capabilities because they always want to touch something that is physical. Then once you have this all set up, then it is very much doable, and I believe that it will happen very soon.
Talk me through the flow. So, as someone that would want to do that today, what would I have to go through?
As a person tokenizing it,
As the person wanting to hold it, maybe.
well, in order to buy gold now, you have multiple options. You can buy from jewelry stores, you can buy from some trade houses here in UAE, you can buy from your bank, but all of these entities will charge you a big premium on it. So immediately when you buy, you already lose compared to the market prices. So then you're essentially long on it, and then you just hope that the gold price is going to go up, so you don't lose the money on the premium that you paid. Once it's tokenized and the gold is being sold at the spot prices, then you don't lose on this. You can hedge it on exchanges. You can long it, short it, whatever you want. So this is the next thing going forward.
Yeah. What could go wrong in tokenizing gold? Like, what could go wrong there?
As I'm saying, it's all about the entity that is running as a management entity. If the entity is strong, if it's licensed well, then there is no counterparty liability risk. If the entity is a bad entity, then there is a liability risk in this.
What do you mean by strong?
It needs to be an entity that is a legacy entity with proper licensing. Just someone that is not going away, that is not very interested in profit, that is interested in just making it strong and efficient.
It's hard to tell. How do you see blockchain changing the current state of traditional finance? Are you one of those people that would believe that it's going to take over the banks, or you're more on the traditional side?
I think that there is no way of taking over the banks. Blockchain is here to improve how the banking system works and operates. So we need to find a middle ground between the banks and the blockchain for them to work together. There is no point fighting the bank because in the end we all need to use the banks for our settlements. As long as cryptocurrencies are not accepted universally everywhere for like real estate purchases, car purchases, then you always need to use some facilitator in between that then uses a bank. Banks are too traditional to go away, so they are here to stay. But I do believe that a blockchain bank also is the way moving forward in this.
Are governments open to gold being tokenized and actually holding it?
Some of the governments are, some of them aren't. I do believe that in the Middle East, there is a lot of banks and governments interested in improving how the stuff works. We see it here in UAE, we see it in Bahrain. This is the jurisdictions to look at and be interested in this space.
Did you look at anything in crypto other than gold that has caught your attention?
I mean, crypto is filled with nonsense, I would say. There is a lot of meme coins, which I also believe are big nonsense. There is projects which are just there to drain investors' money or to just make money for the market makers and people that seed the projects. There is nothing behind it. They are just creating a big rush and bullish movements around it through the KOLs, through crypto space and whatever, and they're just milking retail users. That's what they are doing.
But I'm sure you've seen some good stuff in the middle of that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen plenty of this happening, and this is very concerning. That's why I believe that governments are also more lenient to crypto, just because it's just filled with scams and nonsense and people not really being public about their identities even.
What other things in the industry strike your attention?
Well, there is a lot of RWAs as well that I'm very interested in looking into. But again, a lot of them are without anything backing them. You know, there is a ton of L2s that are popping up that are looking to tokenize RWA space. You know, but they focus on real estate, cars, art, and this competition is big. You know, who we will end up with in the end, we never know. But it's interesting movement that they are doing.
It's still early days. It's still early days for RWAs, I feel. I actually think with time it's going to create some structure and perhaps some of it is going to work out really well. One of the things that I think about on RWA is real estate as well. I think that's one thing I could see becoming really interesting. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, so RWA real estate is definitely is interesting. Some would say it's better than real estate as is now. Some would say it's worse. But you need to consider that real estate is subjective in value, you know? So when you are looking to sell your real estate, it's not like you're just going to be selling it at market price. You need to find the correct buyer for it. So it is not as liquid of a market as it is with gold, for example.
What do you think of Bitcoin?
I do believe that Bitcoin serves as a store of value. What I would be afraid of is that there is so many institutional players who are just looking to make quick money that they are the ones moving the market. You know, so blockchain and crypto as a whole is not as mature as commodities market. So there is a lot of ill intention in it for people to make quick money on it.
How would you define the people that work in the industry here in Dubai? Because it's very different.
Well, there is a lot of people that work in it just to make quick money. There is then other people that are here for innovation. And I'm trying to surround myself with people that are looking for the innovation part of all of it. So that's my point of view on it.
From your point of view, looking at the stuff that you look at, including gold, do you have any hot takes for next year, something that might happen?
Yes, for gold price, yeah. Well, look, Bitcoin price, because it is also an inflation hedge, and gold price, they follow each other, you know. So when you see gold reaching the all-time high, you also see Bitcoin nearing the all-time high. If you look at the charts over the years, they're all following each other. So I do believe that with the belief of people in the society, depending on which part of the society you ask, some of them believe in gold, some of them believe in Bitcoin, and together with inflation rates, they just are cross-circular. They're just going to be together on the right.
What is something you're going to be more focused on next year?
I'm definitely going to be focused on bridging this gap between the commodities and precious metals and the use of blockchain technologies. So yeah, that's my main goal to do. Just focus on bridging the gap between and improving the banking system.
Any final thoughts before we end?
Not really. Just focus on what is real in the blockchain space. Don't focus on the nonsense that is around you, and try and work with proper people in the space. That's my take.
Hubert, thank you.
Thank you so much.